What it do, YouTube? Welcome into Look Back Draft 2012 for the Miami Dolphins. I have to say this. I have to get it off my chest. It warms my heart. My son is out here playing Madden, and he said Ryan Tannehill. He said Ryan Tannehill, the Dolphins quarterback. I just had to get that off my chest. But when it comes down to the Miami Dolphins Look Draft 2012, I'm going to answer a huge question that I get a lot on this channel, which is, let's kick it off. Now, Miami Dolphins took Ryan Tannehill 8th overall in the first round out of Texas A&M. Like, I feel, honestly, Miami Dolphins fans in general, they take Ryan Tannehill for granted. And he's seriously mistreated by the fans. Like, they think that Ryan Tannehill can't take us to the promised land, which is us raising that Lombardi trophy. But when he was drafted in 2012, honestly, I'm going to say this to you right now. I said this before. I didn't want Ryan Tannehill to be drafted. I wanted to go in a different direction because I have faith in Matt Moore. Matt Moore put us on a six-game winning streak in 2011. I really liked Matt Moore. I did not want Ryan Tannehill. But Ryan Tannehill coming out of Texas A&M, his first two seasons at Texas A&M, he was playing receiver and converted in his junior year to playing quarterback. Everything was on paper. Like, Ryan Tannehill's a raw talent. It may take him a little bit of time for him to develop into an NFL caliber star and quarterback. Like, that was known, but still, to this day, I still hear fans out there saying Ryan Tannehill's terrible, Ryan Tannehill's this, Ryan Tannehill is that. But you guys gotta be patient, man. It's raw. You gotta let him develop into what we think that he could be. Now, also, there's a lot of bumps in the road as far as Ryan Tannehill's career leading up to the 2017 season. Like 2012, I remember Joe Philbin decided to get rid of Brandon Marshall. We ended up picking up Chad Johnson in that offseason, and I'm getting rid of Chad Johnson. So Ryan Tannehill didn't have any weapons to throw the ball to. Brian Harline, Reggie Bush, Anthony Fasano. Like, come on now. No weapons for Ryan Tannehill to start off with in general. So that season was shot, honestly. 2013, I'm not gonna lie to you, like, that offense we was running was so predictable. Like, we did get the weapons. Went out and got Mike Wallace. We went out and got a Brandon Gibson. But hey, that offense was so predictable. Like, teams was knowing what we was doing. Offensive line wasn't protecting Tannehill. 2014 season, that's when we decided to bring in Bill Lazor as our offensive coordinator. Honestly, I thought Tannehill made huge strides in the 2014 season, but as the season went on, the offensive line started to get hurt, and then, like, our season was just shot. Our season was just legitimately shot. Now, 2015, that was a huge disaster because we ended up having to go through a whole bunch of coaching changes and all types of stuff. But when it comes down to it, Ryan Tannehill, 2012, 2013, had Mike Sherman as his offensive coordinator. Then they had Bill Lazor 2014, 2015. Of course, 2015, he ended up getting rid of Bill Lazor. They had the interim head coach and Dan Campbell. Ended up getting rid of Joe Philbin. Ended up getting rid of Kevin Coyle. Ended up getting rid of Bill Lazor. And I forgot what the quarterback coach's name was, but he came in as the offensive coordinator. But so 2016, let's get to 2016. Adam Gase coming in as the head coach. He wanted to work strictly with Ryan Tannehill. And, like, honestly, I felt Ryan Tannehill was mistreated as far as the Joe Philbin era because of the fact that only after 2 seasons, Joe Philbin wanted to go in a different direction. Even after he drafted Ryan Tannehill in 2012, that's who he wanted. And he wanted to go in a different direction in the 2013 draft and decide he wanted to draft Derek Carr. So that relationship was a little wishy-washy. Also, a lot of media stuff I'm not going to get into because we try to get through the whole draft. But honestly, I feel Ryan Tannehill was mistreated, wasn't exactly put in situations to succeed. But 2016 season, I really thought that Tannehill showed huge strides playing with Adam Gase. And one of the things I'm looking forward to in 2017 is the fact that Ryan Tannehill, for the last 5 weeks of the season, hopefully he'll come back from the MCL and ACL sprain, but he's never held a clipboard and actually sit back and watch the game from the sideline. He's never sat back and did that. So he had the opportunity to do that the last 6 games of the season. So in the 2017 season, I'm expecting big things for Ryan Tannehill as far as production, because it's going to be a whole brand new experience. He got to sit back and watch. But when it comes down to it, Ryan Tannehill, in my honest opinion, the question that everybody is looking for, how do I feel about him? I like Ryan Tannehill. I can't complain about Ryan Tannehill. He did what he could possibly do with what he got. Like, he's extremely durable. You sit back and look at quarterbacks coming out of that draft, 2012 draft. You got Kirk Cousins, RG3, Andrew Luck, Russell Wilson. At all four of those guys, I would say, okay, Andrew Luck is better than Ryan Tannehill, but honestly, I barely see Andrew Luck play, so you can't really, if you're injured, how can you prove that you're better than somebody? You look at Russell Wilson, obviously, took his team to the Super Bowl. Russell Wilson, okay, better than Ryan Tannehill. Kirk Cousins, I like Kirk Cousins as a quarterback. People don't give him enough credit either, but hey, it is what it is. And of course, RG3, Robert Griffin III. Two different teams. Come on now. Think about that for a second. But second round, 42nd overall, Johnathan Martin. Now, there's a reason why I decided I wanted to put this picture up here instead of one with him a helmet on. Look at him. Come on now. Him coming out of college, had great talent, but was not physical enough. And him going into his second season, the speculation, him getting checked into rehab. Nobody really made a big fuss about it. But as the season went on, when he came back, things start getting out about the fact that he was being bullied by Richie Incognito, John Jerry, and Mike Pouncey on the offensive line. Also, offensive line coach was involved in some other people from the training staff was involved in him just getting bullied. Honestly, in the whole situation, my honest opinion, let's be men about it. You're supposed to be a team, supposed to be a family. Let's keep everything in house. Johnathan Martin did not do that. He went outside the house, decided he wanted to make it a whole nation issue where it shouldn't have been that way. Also, I blame Joe Philbin. Wasn't exactly a player coach, but hey, when it comes down to it, there's more than one person you could talk to on the team. But you decided you want to go outhouse and cry like a little baby about it. Hey, it is what it is. Honestly, I'm on team Richie Incognito's side and Mike Pouncey and John Jerry, but mostly it was Richie Incognito that was said in the report. But I'm on team Richie Incognito. We don't need bums like that on our team as they'll sit back and cry about people making fun of them and all this other mess when he's over 320 pounds. 320 pounds, and you go sit back and let somebody make fun of you. Smack him in the mouth. Smack him in the mouth. Literally. Jesus Christ. But moving on. Third round, 72nd overall, Olivier Vernon. I like Olivier Vernon. Took him a season to actually groom into that starting role. Oh my God! Don't get me started on the 2013 draft. But took him a season to groom into that starting defensive end role. I love Olivier Vernon as far as a pass rusher, extremely versatile, can stand up, can put his hand in the dirt and rush the passer. Like, I can't complain about his game. And honestly, looking back at last year's free agency where we basically passed up on signing him back, I think that was a huge mistake because don't get me wrong, I love me some Andre Branch. But if you sit back and think about it, Andre Branch got signed back this year for 3 years, $27 million. Now, multiply that by 6. That's about $82 million. So who would you pick? Olivier Vernon or Andre Branch? I'm going to leave it at that. So, third round again. Miami Dolphins decided to get the 78th overall pick, Michael Egnew. Now, was a great prospect tight end. Wasn't exactly a hand in the dirt type of blocking tight end. I remember watching him on Hard Knocks. Wasn't really a big fan of him. Literally struggled to hit the field. Like, had countless of opportunities to hit the field when Charles Clay was trying to find himself. Anthony Fasano was gone. Ended up getting Dustin Keller. Dustin Keller got hurt. And Michael Agnew could have stepped up. Didn't step up. And ended up not staying with the team long. So Michael Agnew, scratch that dude. Now, fourth round, 97th overall pick, Lamar Miller. We all know who Lamar Miller is. Actually, somebody in the stream from last week was like, yo, who would you prefer, Jay Ajayi or Lamar Miller? Man, I honestly cannot tell you which one I would want. I like them both. I love the way they play, but I'm going to come down to it, end up letting them go. But great speed, great quickness for Lamar Miller. I like to highlight his 2014 season. He cracked over 1,000 yards, having split duty with no Sean Marino. And 2015, that offensive line of 2015, good God almighty, that offensive line was terrible. It was literally about to crack over 1,000 yards again. ended up getting 872 rushing yards. So Lamar Miller, I think, excellent running back. I really think he's an excellent running back. But moving on, 5th round, 155th overall, the Miami Dolphins decided to get Josh Kaddu. We had excellent depth at the linebacker position. The reason why we ended up getting Josh Kaddu was the fact that we had serious issues checking the New England Patriots tight ends at the time. Rob Gronkowski and Aaron Hernandez, which Aaron Hernandez just got let off I forgot what 2 other murder cases, but he still is getting life for the murder case that he had for, I believe, his sister's boyfriend or something like that. But getting off topic. But yeah. That's what Josh Kaddu was brought in to do, was to actually be that versatile athletic linebacker to be able to go down the field and check the New England Patriots tight ends. He didn't exactly was able to hit the field, so wasn't exactly a good pan out draft pick. 7th round, we have 2015th overall pick, Houston Randall. Great versatile player. Can they play the 3-4 defensive tackle position, nose tackle, or the 4-3 defensive tackle position. Wasn't able to hit the field again because of depth issues. We had Paul Solier, Randy Starks. We ended up and got Earl Mitchell. Didn't exactly fit. Houston didn't exactly fit in our scheme, so he ended up not even hitting the field for the Miami Dolphins either. And of course, this one hurts me the most. 7th round, 227th overall pick, Rishard Matthews. Me personally, I felt that he was mistreated as a Miami Dolphin because of the fact that when he got his opportunities, he shined, but they did not give him more opportunities. Like, we didn't need to go out and get Brandon Gibson. I thought Rishard Matthews was an excellent slot receiver. We didn't need to go out and get Jarvis Landry. God forbid, I love me some Jarvis Landry, but it wasn't necessary. We could have kept Rishard Matthews. Rishard Matthews was extremely productive. So when it comes down to it, I see kicking the Miami Dolphins because he had so many opportunities and he showed up, and they did not reward him for showing up. So hey, it is what it is. But that was a mouthful right there. So let me know what you guys think, especially the Johnathan Martin and the Ryan Tannehill picks. I already know people are still going to hit me with the hate about Ryan Tannehill, but it is what it is. You know what it is. If you enjoyed the content, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. This is Great One DeVore. Stay tuned for Look Back Draft 2013. Should be looking forward to that. I'm up out of here.